Caryn Brown, a 27-year-old mother of four, who was murdered in front of an apartment complex in the 700 block of Gardens Court in Federalsburg on Monday shortly after 12 a.m. by her boyfriend, Quandre Lee Winder, 26. Quandre killed Caryn Brown for breaking up with him when she attempted to exit the relationship when it became physical. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Caryn's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Federalsburg. Federalsburg is a small town located in Caryn County on the eastern shore of Maryland. The city has a population of around 2,700 residents. Being a small town, Federalsburg is known for its close-knit community and a more relaxed pace of life. While Federalsburg may not be as widely recognized as larger cities, its charm lies in its small-town atmosphere and the sense of community. Local events, festivals, and community gatherings often contribute to the town's character. Caryn Faye Brown was born on March 22, 1996, in Norman, Oklahoma, to Nancy Giesland and Darwin Banks. Caryn received her education at Wicomico County Schools. She enjoyed cooking for others and socializing with her friends. She always made you laugh with her contagious smile. She was well known for her lovely freckles and dimples. She cherished spending time with her children and family. Caryn was a worker at Dairy Queen in Cambridge, Maryland. Somewhere along the way, she met a man named Quandre Lee Winder, aged 26, and they began dating. The couple eventually had 2 children together. Quandre was an aspiring rapper who was also crew-related.
Started catching cases, everybody one judge, and you don't know how I take black sheep for the family. Yeah, I'm that boy. Mom wanted me in school, but I was in the chat cool. Posted with the game. Used to say that we was fools, and everybody thought it's 6, and everybody think it's cool. Used to cause a lot of trouble every day. We used to rumble when you really in the jungle. I swear to make you humble. When you start losing your brothers and you going through that struggle, telling you to stay strong, but you don't got that much muscle.
Their relationship was first all roses and rainbows. They sincerely loved each other and would even show it off on the internet for all to see.
Why would you get on live just to do that? No, you're not even on there. Get it off. You over here acting like you sleep. Damn. When did that one come on? That's why you can't even do it. That's why it's not working. Get me the fuck over there. You got my forehead on me. Stop, stupid.
Winder became aggressive to her over time, and she chose to leave the relationship after 4 years. However, this was not the first time Caryn had been violated in a relationship that she had wanted to leave. In this post, she recalls being in a relationship that she had to leave alive. On May 25, 2020, she shared this on her social media account. "I get reminded of this part of my life often, more than what I should. I never really talked about, never seen the need to cause what could anybody had done for me. It's been a little over a year since I left that part of my life where it was at. And I can't stress it enough, how blessed I was able to get away, to be strong enough to know I didn't need or deserve that. I was getting beat on, dragged by my clothes for months before I walked away. It took that last fight, the worst one, the one that caused me to not even look like me. The one I couldn't accept an apology and act like it never happened. I'm not talking about this for sympathy or because I want anything to do with that person, but simply because I'm reminded of what this person did to me, and I'm not ashamed that I went through this because this made me stronger. Ladies, don't be afraid to speak up. You are not alone." Caryn's life was completely affected after her relationship ended. Caryn Faye had just entered a renaissance time of her life at the age of 27. She had finally escaped the terror of a 4-year-long relationship in which she had suffered cruelly at the hands of the father of her 2 younger children with the support of her family and friends. She was getting stronger by the day. Caryn was able to care for her babies in the way she'd always wanted because she was renting her own space and working a full-time job with coworkers she actually enjoyed. With each accomplishment, The glimmer of optimism she saw for her future grew stronger, and she had begun to rediscover herself. Caryn Faye had also summoned the fortitude to report the perpetrator and take the appropriate legal actions to protect herself and her children aged 8, 7, 3, and 2. Quandre tried to harass her, threatening to kill her, once he understood she was done with the relationship and had moved on with her life. Despite her attempts to obtain a separation order during her harassment, he continued to visit her place of residence. Quandre went to Caryn's place on August 20, 2023. They got into a fight when he arrived. When the cops showed up, they discovered he had no weapon. He was able to flee before the officers could put a net around him. Faye had not had contact with him since, and she made it apparent that she would never accept him back. On September 1st, the 26-year-old posted a mysterious remark to Facebook, saying, "I love when people play tough. See you soon, dummy." Despite the 27-year-old's efforts to end the relationship, she requested he leaves her alone in the early hours of September 4th, but he declined. Caryn had been living in fear for 4 years when she finally saw the hope she had been longing for, but in one cruel moment, he stole it from her. Caryn Faye Brown attempted to kick Lee Winder from her apartment on Monday, but he got into a fight with her and ended up shooting her multiple times. When the police arrived at Caryn's apartment, they discovered a female victim who had been shot. She died at the scene. They called the event a ruthless murder. A male suspect, who was eventually identified as 26-year-old Quandre Lee Winder. Winder escaped from Maryland and was apprehended in Delaware.
A homicide investigation is underway after a 27-year-old woman was found dead in Federalsburg. 47 ABC's Layla Wea joins us live in the studio with the details. Layla, what do investigators know so far?
Yeah, Hannah, in this tragic case, the young woman who was killed had tried to seek a separation order against her killer.
Early Monday morning, 27-year-old Caryn Faye Brown was shot and killed outside of her apartment complex. The accused murderer is someone she knew. 26-year-old Quandre Lee Winder was found and arrested in Seaford Monday morning.
This was a very targeted, intentional act by Mr. Winder. He intended to do exactly what he did. It was very up close and personal.
Winder is accused of firing the shot that killed his ex-girlfriend. Federalsburg Police Chief Michael McDermott said the couple had domestic issues in the past, one incident being as recent as late August.
We had warrants on file for an incident that occurred at her location on the 20th of August. When the incident happened on the 20th, there was no injury to our the victim at the time. She was not injured. He had no firearm. He just got away as quickly as he could before law enforcement was able to put a net around him.
Unbeknownst to Brown, her alleged murderer would show up at her doorstep just 2 weeks later.
She did not want to have any further contact with him, and he made it quite clear that was not what he was willing to accept. But I don't believe that she felt like it would result in this.
Quandre Lee Winder faces first and second-degree murder counts, as well as related gun charges, according to police. After Caryn passed away, her aunt opened a GoFundMe account to help raise her children, as they will be in the hands of family members. The account has received over $5,000 donations, and more is expected. May Caryn Faye's family find comfort in the fact that justice will be served, and may she rest in peace. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.